What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of New Music Friday. I am your lovely host as we dive into this week's new stuff, the week of February 1st. And as always, if I miss anything that you're looking forward to, leave a comment below, letting me and everybody else know what it is. Also, while you're down there, let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. It helps out a lot with YouTube's algorithm, and it'll also keep my videos popping up in your recommended section on YouTube. And if you want to go further than that, you don't want to miss out on any of my future content, reviews, or other New Music Fridays, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. But moving on now, let's talk about some new music. Killswitch Engage is releasing their new album titled The Consequence. This is going to be great. It's probably honestly not going to be their best work. It might not even be close to their best work, but with all the drama that happened with As I Lay Dying, it's really good to hear another pioneer metalcore band release something. I kind of put As I Lay Dying and Killswitch in like the same kind of thing. Like back in the early 2000s, it was those two bands. Like those were the headlining metalcore bands. And like, you know, they're not like rivals or anything, but that's just kind of how I saw them. You liked one more than the other usually. And to me, I always liked As I Lay Dying a little bit more, but it's just, I mean, you guys know, I'm sure everybody's been keeping up with the nonsense, and it's just good. It's great to see another band pop up like this and release something new, and everybody's excited for their new music. Everybody's paying attention to them for their new album, not because, all the spectacle of the downfall of what's happening, and that it's very refreshing. I'm excited for this one strictly because of that. Even if it sucks, I'm still going to listen to it with a smile on my face. We also have a new album from Silverstein titled Antibloom. It really seems like every band has to come out with some kind of bloom thing lately. I don't know. We Came as Romans released Dark Bloom, I believe it was called, and of course there's Silent Planet's Super Bloom, and there's always a bloom of some sort. And I'm not really sure how this is going to go, to be completely honest. The singles for this have been kind of hit or miss. I mean, they've been good, but it's not the first time that they've released singles that were good where the rest of the album wasn't really all that great. Misery Made Me was solid, but A Beautiful Place to Drown was one of my least favorite albums from this band. No, it's my least favorite album from this band, and I really hope they continue where they left off instead of kind of doing whatever it is they did on that album. So yeah, I guess we'll see on this one. We get a new EP from God Complex titled He Watches in Silence, which is actually a really cool name. And I feel like this EP is going to be absolutely chaotic. The singles are nuts, and it's God Complex. This is what they do. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this band for a really weird reason. I don't care for the mix all that much. The drums just sound absolutely awful to me, but I'm sure that this is just going to kick all kinds of butt. A Day to Remember is releasing two new singles titled Make It Make Sense and LeBron. This is probably going to be awful. This band is just not really good anymore. You're Welcome is just garbage. It's not even like an album that's just like, okay, it is actively just a bad record. And I feel like there's no like returning from that. Like this band just doesn't care. They make arena rock stuff. There's not going to be much room for improvement. It's basically just going to be pop songs with really, really bad lyrics. And that's kind of what I expect from this band now. Memphis May Fire is releasing another single titled The Other Side. And I feel the same exact way about this band. I probably just sound like the old man shaking my fist on the lawn, screaming, give me back my 2000s metalcore at this point. I don't know. It's not good anymore. These guys, they both have kind of given up on it, and they just make really catchy, crappy radio songs. And not only that, but also 8 singles have been released for this new album so far, and none of them have really been that great. Some of them are okay, but it's mostly just arena rock anthems. And Memphis May Fire, I mean, they've never been like super good, but both A Day to Remember and Memphis May Fire are so much better than this, so it feels even more like a letdown So yeah, it's just sad. 8 singles for this album so far. There's only 2 songs left for this album. I mean, who cares about the album at this point, you know? We also get a new single from Disturbed titled I Will Not Break. And it's going to be really weird for me to say this, especially after how I just kind of crapped all over the past 2 bands. But I feel like these guys are killing it. Their last album was really good. They're practically a legacy band at this point, but they still make decent music. And the whole point of Disturbed is that they sound like Disturbed, and they have that sound that they have, that new metal kind of sound, and they're doing it well still. And for me, I don't know, I feel like they're killing it. I feel like as long as they keep moving in this direction, they're going to continue to kill it. We get a new single from Machine Head titled Unbound. I gotta start off by saying I love Machine Head. Burn My Eyes is one of the best albums of all time. I mean, it's that freaking good, but they just don't have it anymore. I mean, they've just been declining so hard. The riffs are still pretty decent, I gotta give them that, but the lyrics are so cringy. It's like dad rock, but it feels a little bit worse. Like it feels like if you brought your friends over and your dad was listening to newer Machine Head, you'd be embarrassed because your friends would kind of be giggling at the lyrics that they're singing. It just isn't good. The vocals, while he still does his growls really well, they've grown tired. I feel like this band needs to kind of just do a whole refresh and figure something else out. Kind of like what Disturbed did, you know? They've matured, but they haven't matured to the point to where even like their old fans don't like them anymore. And I feel like Machine Head could totally do it. It's just, for me, it's more the lyrics. I just can't listen to them. It's just, I can't take it seriously anymore. We also get a new single from Alien Weaponry titled 1,000 Friends. I'm probably the most excited for this release for this week. It's been way too long since they released their last album, which I can't remember the name of it. Even if I did, I'd butcher it. Yeah. But this New Zealand-based band is kind of unknown, but yeah, the last album was one of the best of 2021. It was so freaking good. It has some kind of like Metallica qualities to it, and like their ballads. It was, yeah, it's just fantastic. I don't normally care for their singles all that much, though. If I'm going to be completely honest, their singles are a little radio-y-ish, a little anthem-y, and I don't know. But I'm still very excited to hear it, just because it means that Alien Weaponry is doing something. They're releasing some new music, and I'm very much excited to hear it. Hopefully we get a new album soon. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything that I missed, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. Also, don't forget to let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to support me further than that, please feel free to ring the bell icon and subscribe and do all that stuff. That way you don't miss out on any of my future reviews. And I just thank you guys so much for joining me for another New Music Friday episode. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you have me watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.